Hey, what is happening, guys? Rules for Rebels here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Amazon merch and a little bit about not giving up on yourself so quickly. So the title and the topic of today's video is Amazon merch is not saturated, you're just not very good at it. Now, this video isn't to talk crap to you guys or make anybody feel bad or anything like that. The purpose of this video is that I hate to see everybody throwing out that everything is saturated just because they're not succeeding in it. Just because you're not succeeding at something doesn't necessarily mean that that thing, whether it be Amazon merch, Amazon FBA, or whatever else, is bad. Like, I struggled with Amazon merch. I'm still struggling with Amazon merch, but I'm not saying, oh, Amazon merch sucks, it's Amazon merch's fault. I'm saying I'm not very good at graphic design. I'm going to need to improve my graphic design skills. I don't really know what people on Amazon are looking for, whether it's big design, small design, soccer shirts, baseball shirts. Like, I need to figure out what people on Amazon are looking for in a t-shirt. What niches are they looking for? What types of designs are they looking for? Am I doing enough to promote my shirts and drive traffic to my shirts? Like, when I don't succeed on Amazon merch, that's what I'm thinking is, how can I make myself better? Not this platform is at fault. And I get it, guys. Like, I'm as guilty as the next person of falling into this mentality. It's a lot easier to blame somebody else or blame some platform or blame some service than it is to take a look at yourself and blame yourself. But if you're completely new starting off on Amazon merch, you've never done e-commerce, you've never sold t-shirts, you've never done graphic design, like, yeah, it is going to be quite a bit of a learning curve. And it's up to you to decide if that's something that you want to take on or not. But it's not necessarily Amazon merch, it might be you. Now, let me say one other thing. This person who left the comment, they said, I've been on merch for about 2 months or a month. I've only sold 2 t-shirts, which a lot of people go several months without a sale. So, thumbs up, feel good about yourself that you even sold 2 t-shirts. You've only been on a month. You haven't had very much time on there. You don't have very many designs on there. Like I've said before, I mean, Amazon merch is a numbers game. And until you have a lot of shirts up there, I wouldn't, if you have less than 25 shirts on there, I wouldn't even be surprised if you don't sell a shirt for a few months, because it is a numbers game, and that's where tiering up comes in. You have to figure out how to get those sales so that you can tier up and get more designs and have a better chance of selling. But this person said, I think I might be done with Amazon merch. I think I may try to go, search for some other print-on-demand services or find some other platform. Terrible idea. If you can't succeed on Amazon merch with all that organic Amazon traffic coming at you, being on probably the most trusted e-commerce site in the world, like when somebody goes to Jim's t-shirt store, they may think twice about putting in their credit card number. They may think twice about how quick is this t-shirt going to come, what kind of quality is it going to be. On Amazon merch, people know that Amazon ships out quickly. People know that, I don't want to say there's no junk on there, but people know it's going to be better quality. If it isn't good quality, you have a very easy return process. So it's very easy to get somebody to buy something on Amazon. It's a lot more difficult to get somebody to buy something off jimstshirtshop.com. The other thing is, you're getting a ton of organic traffic from Amazon. What I mean by that is, if you have a shirt about yoga, anybody who's on Amazon searching the word yoga, which I guarantee you there's probably tens, if not hundreds of thousands of searches per day for the keyword yoga, every one of those people has a chance of stumbling on your t-shirt. If you're on Teespring, nobody's on Teespring searching for t-shirts. The only reason people buy shirts on Teespring is if they're driven there from a Facebook ad campaign or a blog post or a Pinterest post. So as soon as you go off Amazon and try to start your own website, or even hop on Redbubble or Society6 or anything else, first off, I guarantee you there's going to be as much competition on those platforms as there is on Amazon. You don't have all that Amazon organic traffic, so if you set up your own Shopify store, you're going to be having to pay a ton of money or put a ton of time into sending that traffic over to you. You're also going to have time taken away from your time to be designing t-shirts or improving your graphic design skills, because you're going to need to be dealing with the customer service. You're going to need to set up the website. You're going to have to find your own payment processor. You're going to have to figure out how you're going to fulfill your t-shirts. When somebody orders a t-shirt from you, you're going to have to be the person who runs over to Redbubble or Printful or whatever else and orders that t-shirt to have it shipped to the customer. Also, Amazon merch, a lot of people say, oh, the t-shirts are priced so high, it's hard to make money. On Amazon merch, the base price is $19.99. That's pretty much an expected price to pay. And, you're going to make $5 to $7 on a t-shirt. Actually, $5.69 for premium t-shirt. I think seven and some change for an Anvil t-shirt. Go check out Redbubble, Society6, some of these other sites, and you're going to find that their base prices for t-shirts, oftentimes a lesser quality t-shirt than Amazon has, is going to be $18, $19, $22. So you're going to be one of those people trying to sell t-shirts for $25 or $35, and very few people are going to buy t-shirts at that price unless you have a very established brand. So Amazon's actually excuse me, very fair to us on the pricing of t-shirts. But in addition to just laying out logistically why moving off of Amazon merch is a terrible idea if you think it's going to be easier, there are reasons to move off of Amazon merch to have more control over it, or to do, risque shirts or weed shirts that aren't allowed on Amazon. But if you're strictly moving off because you think it's going to be easier off Amazon, I guarantee you it's not going to be easy off Amazon. It's going to be a lot more challenging. It's going to take a lot more time and energy from you. But getting back to the whole thing about like giving up on yourself or saying that something's saturated, like first off, almost nothing is saturated. If you can find a better way to do it, if you can offer it cheaper, if you can find a more unique way of doing it, if you can find a new niche, there's always going to be opportunities to make money on Amazon merch. So, well, there may be a lot of soccer shirts out there. If you come up with a better soccer shirt, a cooler design, if you jump on some new trend that's going on in soccer right now, you have a shirt that nobody else does. There's new niches popping up every day. If Trump makes some stupid or ridiculous comment tomorrow, you can jump on that, make a t-shirt, and be the first person with, I don't know, I think Trump's in the news right now. Is something going on with Trump's trying to reverse kind of the leniencies toward towards travel and things with Cuba. Trump's trying to reverse that. So if Trump makes some stupid comment about Cuba tomorrow, you can roll out some t-shirt with a Cuban flag and Trump hates Cuba, whatever the stupid thing is. You can, there's a new niche for you right there. But, I look to my own experience when blogging, when doing e-commerce, whatever else. Like I started blogging and affiliate marketing back in, 2008, 2009. And it would have been very, I wasn't having success. It would have been very easy for me to say, oh, well, it's saturated. But in reality, it was a couple things. It was, first off, I was completely new to blogging and affiliate marketing. So I knew nothing about nothing. Like even something as simple as like starting a Blogger blog or starting a WordPress blog and making like a header for my blog was like a huge task to me. That may require watching YouTube videos, reading blogs, may take me an hour or a half hour of trial and error. Like, how do I paste this code into here? Okay, well, it's not centered. How do I figure that out? How do I put AdSense ads on my blog? How do I create an AdSense ad? How do I then put it on my blog and get it where I want? Okay, I have it plugged in there, but it's not displaying. It's just a white box. Why? So when I first got started with blogging, I didn't have any idea about anything. So, I mean, literally probably my first 3 to 6 months, how can I expect any success when I don't even know like the basic fundamentals? So probably like my first 3 to 6 months was just like figuring out what the heck am I doing? Like not even working on my writing style, not even finding a niche, just like, okay, how do I even logistically like set up a blog on Blogger or WordPress? How do I get my banner on there? How do I go about writing an article? How do I put ads on there? Like, you're basically learning to crawl those first couple months. Now, once I kind of have all that stuff down and I can focus more on my blogging, okay, now I start writing. Maybe my writing skills suck at first, but after, a few more weeks or a few more months, my writing skills improve. But I still really can't expect to have success because I don't really know anything about SEO. So I'm writing good quality content. I have a good blog put together, but I don't know how to get any eyes in front of it. So it may take me a few more months of learning some SEO basics of like how to register my domain with search engines and how to create some backlinks and how to write titles that draw people's eyes in and make them want to visit that site. And that may take me a while to learn. And I haven't even discovered like what are good niches. So I may be blogging about some niche that has zero ability to make money. So now I have to kind of start delving into keyword research and okay, like writing about insurance or writing about medical stuff or writing about local, like, okay, that's where I'm going to make my money is off these things. And then after that, I maybe discover, okay, video's where it's at. Maybe I should start turning the blog content I create into video. And basically my point is, if you're just starting out, you have zero experience, you can't expect to hit the ground running and be successful right away. And when you're not successful, when you're only selling a couple shirts, when you're not selling any shirts, you can't say, oh, this site's saturated, I need to give up and move on to something else. Because if that's the attitude you have, you've already given up on yourself. If you believe the deck is stacked against you and there's zero chance of you succeeding, how much effort do you think you're going to put into that thing? Not very much at all. And then the other thing is, no matter what you get into, you're going to suck at it at first. So you're constantly going to be jumping from one activity to the next, saying that this is saturated. So maybe once you give up on Amazon merch and jump over to try to do like the Shopify or the like Shopify fulfilled by Printful thing. Oh, this is saturated. Nobody's coming to my site. Nobody's buying my shirts. I'm giving up on this. Okay, I'm going to go try Amazon FBA. So you order a few products from Alibaba or AliExpress. And again, it's going to take a while to learn the system, to learn how to rank things. It's going to take a while to build up your product. And when that doesn't happen, you're going to say, oh my gosh, Amazon merch is saturated. I need to get out of this. And then you're going to hop over to affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is saturated, you know, and it's just going to be one thing to the next to the next. So realize whenever you start anything new, there's going to be a learning curve in you developing the skills how to do that activity, A, and then B, kind of the more tactical type things like what niches do I go after, what should my designs look like, etc. So first off, if I were on Amazon merch for 30 days and I had 2 t-shirt sales, I would be pretty proud that I had 2 t-shirt sales, because that's 2 t-shirt sales more than I had a month ago. And even though that's only $10 or $12, that's $10 or $12 that you didn't have a month ago, and you've kind of broken that mental barrier of like, I can't make money outside of a job, to shit, I just made $12. What if I sell 4 t-shirts? I made $24. What if I sell 10 t-shirts? I made, I'm gonna have $240 is probably the wrong amount. I don't feel like doing the math in my head, but you guys get the point. Like, I would be inspired by those 2 t-shirts rather than being merch. If merch were truly saturated, you'd have 0 t-shirt sales. So as a new seller, as somebody who has very few designs and somebody who's been up for a very short period of time, you're actually doing very well. Don't give up, keep at it. Like I said, I've been on merch since March of 2016, if not even earlier. So I've been on for, what, 15 months or something like that. And, well, I have had a few months, almost last month, almost the entire month, I had not a single t-shirt sale. Finally, in the last week, the last 8 or 10 days of the month, I actually wound up getting 14 t-shirt sales. I delved into an entirely new niche. I started making big, bolder designs, and t-shirts started selling. And now, and it's kind of weird, because in December I sold like 18 of one particular t-shirt, and then that t-shirt just dropped off to 0, even though it wasn't really a fad-based t-shirt. But it's about trying new niches. It's about getting more shirts up there, and if you keep at it and don't give up, I guarantee you will have some success. I don't know if you're going to be selling $5,000 worth of shirts a month like Glenn from Hustler Hacks, but I guarantee you that you will have some level of success. And one thing I'm noticing right now is, like I said earlier, I had some success. I haven't really all along put a ton of time or effort into merch, but the past month I've been maxing out my 2 designs every day. Recently got upgraded to 5 designs every day. Started maxing out my 5 designs every day. And as I'm putting more effort into it, as I'm getting more shirts out there, and as I'm playing around with a lot of new niches, I'm noticing that sales are starting to come in. And not just our sales starting to come in. It's not like I'm selling 100 shirts a day or anything like that, but I am getting a couple shirts a day. And I'm noticing that the same shirts are kind of starting to sell over and over. And I'm noticing the BSR score, the bestseller rank of those stores, is getting lower and lower, meaning they're getting more popular. And it's really only going to start to grow and grow from there. So as these shirts sell more, these shirts are going to become more popular. They're going to rise up higher in the search ranking, and they're going to continue to sell even more. And if I continue to crank out more and more shirts, I'm going to continue getting tiered up as these shirts sell, and I'm going to be able to get more designs up there. And as I get more designs, I'm just going to have bigger numbers, so I'm going to be able to sell more stuff by the sheer numbers game. And in addition to that, I'm going to be able to explore and play with different niches and different design types and different design sizes, and things are just going to snowball from there, and I'm going to get more shirts selling. So don't give up on yourself just yet. If you're not succeeding on merch, don't think it's going to be easier hopping onto another platform. And really, the main point of this video that I wanted to get across is, just because you're not succeeding at something, don't give yourself a cop-out and say it's because this is saturated, it's because of the system. That may be true. I mean, sometimes that is true with things, but more often than not, you need to look at yourself and figure out what you're doing. So either your designs aren't good enough, your designs aren't up to par, maybe you're doing smaller, like thinner line designs, and you need to do bolder stuff. Maybe you haven't stumbled upon a niche that's doing good, but what my suggestion would be, whatever niche or niches those 2 shirts that you sold are in, pump out another 5 or 10 shirts in those niches, because it's obviously something that people are buying shirts on. So I don't want to say make every one of the rest of your tiered shirts up to that level, because maybe that's a pretty small niche and you got lucky selling a couple. But, you know, it does mean that those shirts are selling. So pump out another 5 or 10 designs for if those shirts are in the same niche, that niche. If they're in different niches, pump out 5 or 10 for each one. And then continue exploring other niches. But don't give yourself that cop-out of saying merch is saturated and I'm done. Because I guarantee you every niche that's possible, or every niche that people are buying t-shirts about, hasn't been explored and done and saturated on merch already. And new stuff is popping up every day. Like when fidget spinners have only been around for a month, I see people selling fidget spinner t-shirts. Like, there's going to be another hot toy. There's going to be another hot current event. There's going to be another hobby that gets popular. There's going to be another, you know, right now, Bitcoin t-shirts. A lot of people are doing Bitcoin t-shirts. And okay, maybe there's a lot of Bitcoin t-shirts. I wouldn't call it saturated, but maybe there's a lot out there. But guess what? There's a new coin coming out on June 12th called the Bank coin, or Bancorp, BANC. That coin's coming out on June 12th. So what if you made a t-shirt for that? Because I can almost guarantee you that nobody on Amazon merch is probably selling a bank coin yet. So what if you make a t-shirt for that and you're the first person on there selling that? And then as this ICO, initial coin offering, happens on June 12th, you're not only the first person, but possibly the only person on Amazon with a shirt for that niche. So don't give up on yourself, guys. Keep making your shirts. Keep trucking away. And yeah, don't use the cop-out of this is saturated. And I'd also love for you guys to chime in. If any of you guys have been in a position of this person who left a comment on my thing and wanted to give up on yourself or say this is saturated, but you've you know, plugged along and decided to hang on a little bit longer. Have you had success? Maybe somebody can share some inspirational story or something. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below the video. Share this video with your merch friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.